Okay, today we're going to look at some of the challenges of calculating earned premium for insurance management information, or MI. I'm just going to take a practical look at this. If I collect one of the workbooks that we've just drawn up to show how this happens, if we take a policy and a policy life cycle, these are the sort of calculations that you have to include to move your written premium into earned and obviously reconcile at the end. Now, bearing in mind, I've put here, this is not easy with one policy, and most of our customers tend to have hundreds of thousands of policies, so it's important we handle this in an efficient way. If I quickly look at a simple example here with a new policy, to keep the maths really simple, I've actually taken a policy here that nicely incepts on the 1st of January 2016, lasting for 12 months with an underwriting calendar from Jan 16 to December 16. So from a written point of view, we obviously get a new transaction coming in at 366. Now, from an earning point of view, if that started on 1st of Jan, then we're obviously earning 31 days over 366 in this instance, and that gives us £31, dollars, euros, whatever. So obviously over the months here, the earned premium gets apportioned by number of days, and obviously at the end, the golden rule is the written premium here equals the earned premium, which you'd expect. Now, of course, on one policy, on one transaction where there's a premium and nothing else, that's really simple. But obviously life's not as easy as that. A lot of people have mid-term adjustments. So if we take the motor MGA business, that could be adding a new car, change of driver details, change of location, whatever, change of vehicle. And here that obviously can incur additional premium. So here we have a mid-term adjustment in June of 2016 of 214. That comes in obviously from a written perspective as that number in that month, and then it's earned through the remaining months from that date to the end of the policy. So if you look at this now, we have the 366 written, 366 earned at the end. We have the 214 written, 214 at the end on the midterm adjustment. And then if we look at total policy life cycle, then we've broken that down between written premium and written year to date, and earned premium and earned year to date here. And you can see how that builds up. So obviously on the written side, nothing happens on a year to date. It's constantly at 366 until we hit the midterm adjustment, increasing it to 580. Obviously on the earned premium, it's earning the 366 original amount for the first 5 months, and then it's earning the original amount plus the MTA for the remaining months. And obviously again, golden rule at the end of the year, when we take any premiums, any activity on the account, then obviously the earned premium must by definition equal the written premium. Now, we've added a simple renewal in here where it was for 365, because in 2017 it wasn't a leap year, again just to keep the math simple, and in this case then obviously that goes into the next underwriting year. Now, there's some complexities you see there. As I said, if you're doing this, and most MGAs and underwriters tend to do this in spreadsheets, and really you have to cut corners there, because it's impossible really to build this level of processing across tens or hundreds of thousands of policies. And actually it's obviously not as easy as I've just explained there, because what happens if we don't just have a nice simple new bit of business and MTA? What happens if we have a cancellation? Now, the significance of a cancellation means that the insurer has no legal liability beyond that cancellation, which obviously means any earned premium has to be recognized there and then. So here we've got the same policy information as we had in the previous screen, but we have a cancellation in September, which results in a return premium of minus 244, but we can't obviously now project that across the remaining months of the policy, because there are no remaining months of the policy. It's actually cancelled, so we need to recognize here instantly the earned position here straight away. So in other words, we need to reverse out any potential future gains on earned premium so that the policy stops from a written and earned perspective in the month of September. And you can see that at the bottom here. I've got my written transactions going all the way up. We get the cancellation in September. That leaves us with a cumulative 336, and nothing happens in the remaining months. Now, of course, that also has to happen here on the earned side. We obviously have to make sure that the earning stops here. So again, the global rule of earned equals written applies at the end of the year. So earnings can't really earn past the cancellation date, but in a lot of MGAs and underwriters now, we find that because of the complexity, they cut corners and actually say, yeah, it's okay, we'll just let that still apportion, we'll just take that -244 and apportion to the end of the year. That's not correct. Now, of course, with cancellations, like any other transaction, there is often a mistake, or they cancelled a policy and they need to reinstate the policy. And of course, that now adds its own set of complexities here. Taking the building on the previous screen you've seen here, we have our cancellation in here, but now we may realize there was a mistake and we need to reinstate that premium here as written premium. Now, of course, if we're reinstating it, it means our cover of the policy now goes back to its original coverage period from January through to December. So now that reinstatement premium has to be profiled from an earned perspective now to the end of the policy year, because again, we still have that legal commitment. And of course, golden rule again is written premium equals earned premium year to date. Now, hopefully, if you've gone through these screens, you can see the complexities. And as I put in the outset here, this is for one policy. Imagine if you were trying to bring this information together for 100,000 or more policies, and you had lots of MTAs, cancellations, reinstatements. You're never going to do that unless you put it in a robust database with all the calculations put within the database. That's the only way you're going to achieve both the scalability and the accuracy, and that's what we've done with our EiB Insurance Analytics product. So if this kind of makes sense to you in terms of the complexities, if it's something you're struggling with at the moment, then please get in touch and we'll take you through then what does this look like from a user's point of view when I then need to analyze those policies.